Hello, my dear students of class 6. Welcome to our classroom. I am your biology teacher, Jaita ma'am, and I will take you all into the world of biology, that is where we study about living beings, whether it be the plant life or animal life, which includes human beings too. Now, well, having said that, if we move on to the next slide, we can see that from a tiny seed, a plant is growing bigger in size, right? Now, the question that may come in our mind that how does this plant grow in size? Like it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger in size, right? Also, the question may come that what kind of a plant is this? Like we tend to identify plants by their leaves, by their fruits, isn't it? Okay, how do we identify that? And also, like our mothers, they cook food for us, isn't it? And sometimes we tend to order food from various restaurants via Zomato or Swiggy, isn't it? But we haven't seen anything like that going on in plants, right? From where do they get the food, right? How do they survive, isn't it? They don't order food from Zomato, Swiggy, or we don't find any mother plant cooking food for the baby plant, do we? No, we don't see all these things, isn't it? But still, they survive. They are with us in the environment. How do they survive? So I know there are several questions in your mind when you see this small clipping. Well, to address that, I welcome you all to the world of plant life, which is your chapter 1 of bio, right? Okay, so moving ahead, I want all of you now to sit down with your textbook, which is the Science Panorama biology book, and open page 7. We shall start with the chapter. Okay, with all the questions that we had in the beginning. Fine. So what do we see in the first slide? That it is a leaf. Now, what is a leaf? You can see it's written in your book that leaf is a thin, flattened part of a plant, right? Thin, flattened part of a plant that appears from the nodes of the stem, that appears from the nodes of the stem and branches of a plant. Now, what do you mean by nodes? Suppose this is the stem and this is the leaf. So this point, right, this part is the node. That is the point where the leaf is attached to the stem. This part is called the node. Fine. So moving ahead, what do we see is that, so this is the thin flattened part. You can see the flat part, thin flattened part of a plant. And can you see that the color of this leaf is green, isn't it? So what makes the color green of a leaf? It is due to chlorophyll. Okay, due to the presence of a green pigment called chlorophyll. Fine. Next, what do we see is that we can see that this is one portion, right? This is called the petiole, P-E-T-I-O-L-E. Petiole is a leaf that is attached to the stem or branch with a stalk. This is the stalk with which the leaf is attached to the stem. Now your question might be, ma'am, then what is the node? Node is the point where the leaf is attached to the stem. Okay, that is the point, the junction. And petiole is that small tiny stalk, fine, which is attached to the stem. I mean, the leaf is attached to the stem by the help of a tiny stalk, and the point where the leaf is attached is called the node. I hope it is clear. All right, if not, then please rewatch this video. All right, then what can we see from the book is that we have to understand what is a lamina. So I think first and foremost I'll rub this one and then I'll get back to lamina. Fine. So lamina, you can see that the broad expanded flat part of the leaf that is generally green in color is called the leaf blade or lamina. So this entire part is called the leaf blade or lamina. Fine. Okay, next, thin clear lines on the lamina of a leaf are called veins. Can you see this and this here also, right? Then in the middle also you can see. So what are these? These are thin clear lines on the lamina of a leaf, and these are called as veins. We have veins in our body too, so there are veins in the leaf also. And what is the role of the vein? Vein, you can see, help in transportation of food and water in leaves. Helps in transportation of food and water in where? In the plants. Okay, so we have the veins, and then what do we see is that we have the midrib. Midrib starts from this region. Okay, this thick portion, this thick line that you can see, this middle portion is called the midrib. This one, okay, this is called, what is it called? Midrib. What is a midrib? Midrib is a main vein that branches out to form smaller veins. So we have the main vein called as a midrib, and from here we have smaller veins coming out. All right, so midrib, please. There's a common mistake that students make is that they say that midrib starts from here. Wrong. This portion is only petiole, okay, and the midrib starts from this lamina, the edge of this lamina, and it continues to the tip of the leaf. That is the midrib. So I hope this is clear. If not, please rewatch this part. Next, let's go to venation. Now, what is venation? The arrangement of veins in a leaf. Okay, the arrangement of veins in a leaf is called venation. What can we see in this slide is that we have the veins arranged in different ways in both the pictures. Here we can see that the veins are arranged in a network like pattern. Can you see quite puzzled up pattern? Whenever the veins are arranged in a leaf in a net like pattern, right, that is called the reticulate venation. That is called what? Reticulate venation. Example, we can take it to be like hibiscus flower leaf, hibiscus flower leaf, or the leaf of a hibiscus plant, or the leaf of a hibiscus plant. So we can see that they try to see it at home. If there's a hibiscus plant in your garden, then you can please go and test it for yourself. You will see that the veins present in the leaf of the hibiscus leaf will be in a network like pattern, and this pattern is called the reticulate venation. Now coming to another type of arrangement of veins in a leaf is a parallel venation. Can you see these are parallel lines? I think you must have studied about parallel lines in your maths class in 5, right? So these are parallel lines, and this type of venation, arrangement of veins, is called the parallel venation, and you can find this type of venation mostly in a banana leaf. Banana leaf. Okay, fine. So shall we move ahead? Now coming to page 8, we can see that the types of leaves. Now these types of leaves can be divided into two types. What can be those two types? Number one is the simple leaf and number two is the compound leaf. What is a simple leaf? Leaves with undivided lamina. What we can see is that from this portion itself, from the node portion, we can see one single leaf coming out, right? So this type of a leaf, undivided, there is no division. Can you see any division in this leaf? No, we cannot see any division in this leaf. So right from the stem itself, one leaf has come out, and this type of a leaf is called the simple leaf. We can take the example of mango. Okay, mango leaf is a perfect example of a simple leaf. Now if you try to see the leaf of a neem tree, you will see that the lamina is divided right from this stem, from this node region, like the leaves are divided. Can you see the difference in this? Here you can see, right, there is one single leaf, and here you see that the lamina is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaflets, isn't it? So this type of this type of leaves are called the compound leaf. The perfect example that you can see is that of neem leaf. Okay, try to see it tomorrow or whenever you see it, that the lamina is divided into many small leaflets, and those are compound leaves. Okay, now next we have seen first and foremost that what is a leaf. Then we have seen the venation, that means how the veins are arranged in a leaf. Then we saw the types of leaves, okay, like simple leaf, compound leaf. Now we go to see that how the leaves are arranged in a plant. Okay, see, why is it important for the leaves to be arranged in a particular plant? So that they can trap or absorb sunlight. Absorb sunlight for what? For photosynthesis. Okay, for photosynthesis, so that each of the leaves, they can get proper sunlight and can prepare the food for the plants. Now there are three types of arrangement of leaves. Number one type is the alternate one. What is there in the alternate one? See, in this type of leaf arrangement, only one leaf is present in the node and successive leaves appear at opposite directions. Can you see this one? From one node there is one leaf, then after some distance there is another leaf, then after some more further distance there is another leaf. So there is an alternate pattern of leaf arrangement, and this is basically found in the leaves of sunflower. Okay, example is given. Next we come to opposite leaf. What can we see? That in this type of arrangement, on a single node, two leaves are present, making it a pair. So can we see that from this is one node and this is another node, and the leaves are opposite to each other. What did we see in the previous one? That from one single node one leaf comes out, but here we can see that from one single node two leaves come out, that too in an opposite direction, right? So this is the opposite type of arrangement of leaves, right? And these can be found in example we can take as the neem leaf, or you can say as guava leaf. Fine. Next we come to the third type of arrangement of leaves, that is the whorled one. What is a whorled one? See, in this type of leaf arrangement, more than two leaves arise at one node. See, so this is a node, and what can we see is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 leaves have come out from these single nodes. Here what can we see? This is the node, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 leaves have come out from this node. This is the node, and here what can we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 leaves have come out from this single node. So this type of arrangement of leaves is called the whorled leaf. Okay, and example can be that is given in your book is the oleander leaf. Okay, so there are 3 different arrangement of leaves, that is, one is alternate, the second is the opposite, and third is the whorled. Fine. Now we move ahead to now we have studied about the structure of a leaf, then how the leaves are arranged, how many types of leaves are there, everything we have studied. Now the main question comes that why is the leaf present in a plant? There could be any other structures also, but what is the function of a leaf? So number 1 function is the photosynthesis. Now if we break this word, photo means light and synthesis means to make. That means with the help of light, how the plant they prepare their food. Alright, so what can we see in this picture is that the plants take in water, the plants take in sunlight, and the plants take in carbon dioxide from the air, right? So what are the 3 things they take? They take carbon dioxide. Okay, fine. I shall not write it in this way as you all are not familiar with the formula. So I shall write in letters. We take carbon dioxide. Fine. Then the plant takes in water. The plant takes in sunlight. Okay. Then what is the end result? The end result is glucose, that is the food that the plants make, and also oxygen comes out, and also there is water coming out from the plant. So you can say that suppose carbon dioxide, like we love to make chicken curry or any other dishes. Okay, now suppose carbon dioxide is just like tomato, then water is just like onion, sunlight is the chicken or any other vegetable based on your food preference. Okay, so these are the raw materials. Then you put tomato, onion, chicken or vegetable in one hot pan, and what comes out is chicken curry or vegetable curry, right? Okay, and along with that we have gravy, tasty gravy in this way. This is just like I tried to relate it with our food habits. Okay, so similarly for the plants also it's the same. So they take in carbon dioxide, they take in water that we pour into the soil, or maybe due to the rain also the plants get water, and also there is the sunlight. So there are 3 ingredients that the plants take in, and what do they give out? They give out glucose, that is the food that is being made by the plants, and then there is oxygen given out by the plants that we breathe in, and also water comes out. Okay, now next we go to the second function of a leaf, that is the stomata. Please can you see all this written here? Please ignore this. Okay, ignore it, please ignore this. That is not what we have to see. I could not find a good small GIF for you all. This was a perfect one, so I have attached this. Ignore all those facts. Now the thing is that what we can see is that the second function of a leaf is gaseous exchange. Now how does a gaseous exchange takes place? Okay, so each of the leaf, they have specialized structures which are called the stomata. Okay, specialized structure called stomata, and this is like a minute or tiny pore, okay, in the leaf. Tiny pore in the leaf. You can see this pore, this is the pore that is there, and this is the stomata. Now what happens is that through this gaseous exchange takes place, but this pore is being guarded by guard cells. Just like in the school we have our guard bhaiya standing right at the main gate, who opens the gate, who closes the gate, does not allow any unwanted person to enter the school premises, or does not allow you all to go out of the school untimely, right? So it's like guarding the gate. Similarly, this tiny pore in the leaf, which is called the stomata, is also being protected by guard cells. These are the guard cells. This green part that you can see, they are the guard cells. Okay, they are the guard cells. And what do? They close the stomata and they open the stomata whenever it's required. The stomata is not open 24/7. Okay, they are not open in this way. So the guard cells helps in opening the stomata and closing the stomata. And basically what happens is that if you see the leaf has the upper portion and the lower portion of the leaf. The stomata, these tiny pores, are mostly present at the lower portion of the leaf. More than the upper portion, it is present in the lower portion of the leaf. So that, why do you know why, like you will find many stomatas present in the underside of the leaves? So that due to the heat of the sun, the stomata, they don't open frequently, all right, and like water is not lost by this stomata. So for that purpose, the stomata are mostly present in the underside of the leaf. Otherwise, suppose if it would have been present in this upper surface of the leaf, which they are there but less in number, if there would have been more stomata on the upper side of the leaf, then there would have been loss of tremendous amount of water from the plant, which is not required. And so for that purpose, God or universe, that you can say, have created the structure of the stomata and the position of the stomata in such a way so that direct heat of the sun cannot take away tremendous amount of water from the plant. All right, so we can see that the stomata is closing and now it opens. So it takes in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen, see, and water. Again we'll see it closes, fine, it opens, takes in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen and water, fine. So this is the second function of a leaf, and the third function is transpiration. What is transpiration? It is the process of removal of water from the plant. Okay, it is the process of removal of water from the plant. We can see here in this picture that, see, evaporation is also loss of water and transpiration is also loss of water, isn't it? If you have studied about evaporation, then you can definitely relate that both are like loss of water. Well, transpiration is a process which happens only in living cells. Okay, always remember this. Evaporation can be in both living and non-living cells also, not living and non-living items, but the thing is that transpiration will always take place in living cells, specifically in plants, and that is the process of removal of water from the plant. You can see from this roots the water is going up, and from the leaves it is going out into the atmosphere. All right. So we have three functions of leaves. Let us revise once again. Number one is photosynthesis. Number two is gases exchange. And number three is transpiration, that is the process of removal of water from the plant. Now, I hope you all have understood these basic things about leaf. We will continue with our video lectures in the upcoming days. What I want you all to do is that please go through this video once again along with your textbook and make small notes out of your textbook so that you are thorough with the chapter up till this much that I have taught today. And in case you feel that you have not understood the topic, please rewatch this video, and even after that you feel that no, I'm not able to understand this one, you always feel free to text me in WhatsApp, and I'm definitely going to help you out. Please don't worry about all these things, okay? So till then, have a great day ahead and keep learning. Bye. Take care.